All right, we are live. I'm just gonna share this with my Discord server. So I'm probably gonna make a video version of this after the item arrives. I just ordered something and it'll arrive tomorrow. And I am thinking of going all in on this. So let me just say going live now for a quick talk. Okay, so I used to play the flute. I used to. Oh, first passive income Huntington. Good to see you, man. Um, I used to be good on the flute. I used to play at a pretty high level. The highest level I earned officially was the RCM grade 9, which is there's up to 10 and then there's ARCT performance or something. But yeah, I went up to 9, which is pretty high, and I was playing classical music, romantic music on the flute. Hey Devin, what's up? So I was just thinking, like, should I want to learn something. I feel like I don't want to just be playing games and maybe it was this video that I watched it was a short by Dr. K saying why video games are so addictive to so many people. And he said because guys who are mostly guys who are not leveling up in any area of their life, they get a sense of achievement, especially with the gamification of everything nowadays. They get a sense of achievement when games provide a level up system of progress, indicating of progress, right? And video games are really good at that. So a lot of people, they turn to video games as a way of getting a sense of achievement that they don't feel in any other aspect of their life. And I don't think, all video game is, bad or anything like that. I think video game has its place in life, just like movies have a place in people's lives. It's a form of entertainment that can bring a lot of joy. But at the same time, I don't want it to be the only thing where I'm pouring. And it's not like I'm even attracted to play all these games all the time. I want to have some kind of real sense of building a skill that gets better and better the more effort I put in. And I thought I asked DeepSeek, or yeah, I think it was DeepSeek, the Chinese AI, like, what are some things that you can learn from the comfort of your own home? And it gave a bunch of lists, like artistic things like drawing or creative writing or blogging, which I have my own blog. I barely touch it because YouTube is the main thing that I do. And what else? It said knitting, crocheting. It said learning a language, learning an instrument. That popped out for me. Learning, programming or coding or investing or all that. And among those, I was like, well, I've always had, like, if I wasn't going to go into electrical engineering for university, I would have gone into music. I would have majored in the flute. My flute teacher, after I finished university and I came back home and I brushed up on my flute and I was practicing a piece that I was learning at the time. I played a section for him of what I practiced, and my flute teacher said to me, "Have you ever considered going into music?" And I said, "No, because of the starving artist thing. Parents probably would have thought it was a bad idea." And he said, he being making a living as a musician, as a flutist, He said, you know, if you are at a certain level and you know what you're doing, then the starving artist thing is not really an issue. And he said, you definitely have what it takes it to get into music school and do well in it if you ever chose that path, if you ever decided to go on that path. And I was like, no need, One Punch Man, Devin is here, woohoo. So my flute teacher told me that after I graduated from engineering. I wish he told me this before I went into engineering, because then I probably would have had a much better time majoring in flute and probably trying out some other instruments while I was in university if I were to go into music school. So that's a path that I never went down, going into music. And I have picked up the flute, as you can see in some previous live streams that I have. I've tried playing it. I'm rusty. I'm nowhere near as good as I once was, and it takes time to brush up to get to where I once was. So I was trying to see if I wanted to get back into it. And really it was kind of a drag, and also playing the flute by yourself is a bit lonely because it's a solo instrument. There's no harmony. It's just a melody. It's just one note. So that's why of course I am, lol. That's why piano I feel like is better than the flute. Guitar is better than the flute in terms of being able to enjoy the instrument by yourself. And it's funny because I've heard the opposite, where there was a guy who was really good at piano and then he picked up the flute and he got really good at flute, and he actually enjoyed the flute more than the piano, even though he was really good at both instruments. And when I play the piano as well, or I used to, and I stopped a few years ago, around right when I went manic in 2018. So I stopped about 2017, 2018. That's when I stopped the piano. But yeah, the piano sounds better than the flute if you're playing alone, because you got all the harmony, you got all the extra notes. You can make a complete piece of music by yourself, whereas the flute is just lonely with a solo note. And maybe I'm not everyone who, like, not everyone thinks like me, but just like I said, the guy who prefers the flute over the piano. But for me, no matter how many times I play the flute, I just wish I could either play with someone who could accompany me on the piano or what have you, or I wish I could produce all those extra sounds by myself, those notes, so the harmony notes. So I thought, Devin, I plan on learning how to play the ocarina. Whoa, the ocarina. I don't even know if they sell that, I don't know, on Amazon or a music store. I've never seen an ocarina at a music store. That's interesting. Yeah, go for it. I don't know if it's because of the Ocarina of Time that you're thinking of the Ocarina Zelda game, but that sounds like fun. I decided guitar is pretty big. I wanted as small an instrument as possible. So I decided I'm going to try the ukulele. I asked AI for a bunch of small instruments that could produce harmony, and there was like harmonica and stuff like that, but ukulele was definitely up there. And I knew that even before I asked the AI. So I ordered a ukulele. It is arriving tomorrow, and I will try it out. I want to the thing is, I don't love the sound of ukulele. It sounds a bit tinsy. But if I get into the ukulele and I'm starting to, if I ever feel like the ukulele is not enough, I can always transition into the guitar. So that's if I want to ever go to that. First, I want something small that I can try out. It's cheap. It was like less than 50 Canadian dollars. I bought one a couple years ago at a thrift store, but yeah, Legend of Zelda is the reason. Wow, you bought an Ocarina at the thrift store. That is really cool, Devin. That is really cool. So yeah, I will not be picking up my flute again. I will be dabbling my hand at a ukulele. So I'm gonna be live streaming my ukulele. Might as well be live streaming it while I'm practicing, right? And so I will be doing that for hours at a time. I hope I don't get too many calluses or too hard a callus on my fingers on my left hand. That's one of the things. The flute, you get maybe one or two hardened, right, when you push the flute against your mouth. You get a little bit of a hard callus there, but yeah, I think I'm going to give it my all, because like the ukulele, if you get to a really high level, you can play like this guy, right? Flute puts your wrist in an awkward position. No? Will it re-injure? The flute, it's not an awkward position. It's pretty. I don't think it'll re-injure just by holding the flute. But like Jake Shimabukuro. Oh, okay. Wow. He has a lot of. This is the first video I saw. Let me plug in my so it doesn't echo. This is the first video I saw of a ukulele, and I was like, oh shit, you can actually get to a high level with this. It's not just chords. You can get, like, it doesn't sound as nice as a guitar off, but yeah, so let's give it a shot. It's arriving tomorrow. Okay. Is there anything else I want to say? Yeah, maybe I'll just in terms of my videos, keep doing these live streams instead of making this into an official video. Yeah, or unless tomorrow I get the ukulele and I want to make an official video about it, then I'll make a video instead of a live stream. So, yeah, more live streams to come. And thanks for tuning in, guys. I will get going. By the way, I just had 5 eggs and a shinramen because I needed to eat quickly to make this video before I'm meeting my girlfriend, and I had no time to cook. So I downed 5 eggs with a ramen. That was a fast meal. And now I don't feel that good. My body, my stomach doesn't feel that good. So really junk food, I can really feel it. Yeah. Oh, and another side note, I'm going to try the paleo diet with my mom, if I didn't mention it before, which is just nuts, eggs, all the types of meats and seafood, and fruits and vegetables. So no grains or noodles or rice or breads or anything like that, which we'll do it 5 days a week instead of the whole time. And we'll have 2 cheat days, and well, in that case, my snacks will be nuts and eggs, I guess. I better figure out a good way, a quick and easy way to make eggs tasty, because it's the easiest to have eggs in ramen. That's the easiest way that I can eat like 5 eggs and it tastes good. But I need a more healthier way to cook eggs to make it tasty. Because just eggs and cheese, I was like, 2 nukiha is like, didn't it, like, nukiha means kind of like, there's no translation in English from Korean, but it doesn't feel good when you just have eggs and cheese or anything like that. Fried chicken's still okay. So fried chicken, the chicken is fine, but the fried I guess the batter doesn't count as paleo because that's like fried in. Well, if you buy fried chicken, it's fried in vegetable oil, which is toxic, and you're cutting out. Fried eggs with cheese and toast are my go-to. Yeah, fried chicken is junk food, so that would have to be on a cheat day. That's not a normal paleo diet thing. Unless you're just sprinkling some seasoning on the chicken and then putting it in the air fryer, then that's still just chicken with some seasoning. So that's paleo. So that still tastes good. It's crispy on the outside, salty. So yeah, fried eggs with cheese. Yeah, yeah. I get sick of it really quickly. The eggs with cheese. So I need to find either a spicy alternative or a savory alternative with like tomato sauce or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I need to figure out something like shakshuka or something, but that takes longer to cook. That's like tomato sauce base with some peppers and onions and garlic and yeah, something. So okay. Yeah, let's wrap it up here. I will make a video tomorrow once the ukulele arrives, and you will miss rice ramen. Good luck. Eggs bolognese. Yeah, maybe eggs bolognese. Yeah. Rice and ramen. Yeah, I'll have it like once or twice a week. Rice and ramen. Maybe maybe take a break from ramen. I'm not gonna buy any more extra right now. I have shinramen, one left, and then one japaghetti left. Those are the last two ramyons. I don't plan on buying, because if it's not in the house, you end up not eating it, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna buy ramyun for now. If I really crave it once in a while, I'll buy it then. So eggs bolognese. That actually sounds pretty good. Eggs bolognese, yeah. But that takes some meat and cooking. Ground meat and tomato sauce. Yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow with a ukulele in my hand, and I'll probably live stream it. Maybe I'll make a video too. Yeah. Okay. See you guys. Bye bye.